Hello everybody, welcome back to Jared Opens a Box here on Jared Takes the L, and the holiday festivities are continuing this month with some new Marvel Holiday Funko Pops. I think we've done a Marvel Holiday video literally every single year since Jared Opens a Box has existed, well except for maybe 2020, but really, I have bags over here and Steve likes chewing on them for some reason. It took 25 seconds for him to start doing that. Anyways, if you happen to hear him chomping in the background, I apologize. But I think, like I said, I think we've done a Marvel Holiday video every year for the last few years. I know we did like the gingerbread ones, and there was one last year. Then there was pop pins or something. So the tradition is continuing with these ones. And honestly, this is a really cool video because these are some characters that we don't really see much of. I think it's kind of cool to see them in the spotlight for a change. These actually are all from the X-Men, and these are specifically the women members of the X-Men. We have, well, I guess we'll start with the first one here. Our first one is Rogue. And yeah, when's the last time we had a pop of Rogue? I mean, they probably did one in the X-Men 97 wave, I think. But before that, it's probably been a while. And that kind of goes for all the X-Men. I mean, all the X-Men were kind of, they were all blacklisted for a little bit from the pop stuff because Marvel was dealing with 20th Century Fox and all of that. But now the X-Men have been around for a while here in the pop universe. But this is Pop Marvel number 1534. Here is the side of the box, which has all kinds of different Marvel characters with Christmas trees and ornaments and presents. I think that's really cool. Completely new box for this one. This is not one that we have seen before. So I think they did a really good job with this one. There's the other two on the back as well. And yeah, so let's go ahead and open this one up. This one looks really, really cool. So here is Rogue right here. Of course, they got the hair done absolutely well here. She has like the brown hair and then the white hair as well, kind of in the middle. So they did a very good job with that. I would say like the other two characters here are using their powers. I thought Rogue really wasn't. But then I guess she does have the power of flight. So that's what she's kind of showing off here. She has a couple of presents in her hands as well. She's actually wearing a sweater. Like a sweater version of her normal outfit, so I think that's pretty cool. And then she does have a little jacket on, a little scarf as well. Well, lighting got all weird there for a second. But yeah, I think they did a good job with this one. Of course, it does bobble, and it does have a base here to keep it from falling over. But yeah, another really cool addition to the Marvel Holiday Collection. Go ahead and set her right over there. Our next one here, we have none other than Jean Grey, another one of the most popular X-Men members. And honestly, this one is cool because typically they like to make merchandise of Phoenix, which is Jean Grey's alter ego. I was going to say evil alter ego, but she's not always evil. It's more like it's a complicated thing with Phoenix. But this is Pop Marvel number 1533. There is the side of the box, back, and other side. I love the box. I think it's so cool. It has like all kinds of different characters. It mostly has the Avengers on it, which is kind of weird since it's not Avengers themed. Because it has like Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, and I think it's Vision, Ant-Man, Wasp. I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's mostly X-Men. These are all X-Men. So I don't know what happened with that. Alright, so here is Jean Grey. This one looks really, really cool. So we got the classic Jean Grey attire here. You have the red hair poking out through this mask that she always wore. She's showing off the telekinesis abilities here with this gift, which is just kind of floating around since she's using her telekinetic powers to do so. Then we also have, she does have a scarf on and some boots. But the rest of the outfit is pretty much the same as her classic outfit. Honestly, I think they did a good job with this one. I love this detail right here, you know, with the using the powers to hold up the gift. And the gift is literally only being held up by these two little lines right here. So I think that's really cool. It does bobble pretty well, you know. Now they give her a nose too. So there you go. But yeah, this is really cool. This is another really cool one. I think Funko absolutely nailed it with this one. And then our last one, probably my personal favorite because I've always been a fan of this character, we have Storm. Seriously, Storm is such a cool character. I love the ability to control the weather and everything. They always make her look so awesome in the movies and stuff. She always has like the coolest scenes. I think she's great. I seriously think Storm is awesome. I can't wait to see her in the MCU at some point. But this is Pop Marvel number 1535. There is the side of the box, back of the box, and the other side. All right. Oh, this one's so cool. What? All right, so this one's awesome. So, first off, we have Storm here. She does have a hat on right here. And it's actually pretty well textured too. So I will say that's a really cool detail. She has little lightning bolt earrings, which I think is awesome. I don't know if she's ever really had that in the shows or anything. This is also her classic attire, the classic yellow and white attire that she usually wears. Kind of, I wonder if it's based more on like the X-Men 97 version. Then she made this little snow cloud here, and you can see the snow falling from it. And there's a little snowman Wolverine that has been created from her snowstorm there. So I think that is awesome. What a fun little detail there. All of these came with bases, which I guess kind of makes sense. There is a lot going on there, so it's a good idea to have that, especially because the Wolverine snowman thing. But I think this is really, really cool. I also like the white eyes as well. I think that's a really cool detail because normally when she's like summoning weather, I think her eyes go, they kind of go white. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, there is Storm. This one's definitely my favorite. I think these are all honestly really, really cool. And again, it's cool to see the women of the X-Men get some of the spotlight because normally, I would think that they would have done some of the other X-Men like Cyclops or Gambit, especially since their popularity from the animated show. But instead, they went with these guys, and I think this was a really good choice. I think the technical term for this wave was like the Holly Divas or something like that. But I haven't really seen anything calling it that. I just saw it the one time, and then I don't know where that exactly came from. But I think these ones are absolutely incredible. It's a really good lineup for this year as well for the Marvel Holiday Wave. So I'll give them all a 10 out of 10. I think Funko did a great job with these ones. They mostly incorporate the classic attires too, which I always like. I think that's really cool when they do the classic ones as opposed to the more modern ones. And also think it's cool that they did Jean Grey and not Phoenix because I feel like they would have done that, but they didn't. So that's pretty cool. But let me know down below which of these are your favorites. I'll go through them one more time here. We have Rogue, we have Jean Grey, and we have Storm. So let me know down below which of these are your favorites. When we come back next week, we're going to be taking a look at some pops from a classic Christmas movie, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. So really excited about that one. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.